that one work?
Check.
There we go, that worked.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Why is it dashes and hyphens? It's straight line, like upwards, like vertical straight line, not horizontal. Oh, Liam!
Oh, well.
Yeah, it's fine. I think Bobby sorts it out anyway afterwards. So, radio check. Yeah, they can hear us.
Right, no
Right,
one's
I'm
going
just gonna
out
watch
yet.
it on my phone so I can have comments on it.
Alright.
Our first comment says, waiting. As we all. Okay, so, the real question is, who will be the first one to go out?
That is
What tyres?
no one's out yet.
Be?
Well, I'm guessing
Yeah.
everyone's doing setups at the moment.
The first few seconds, it is dead on track. Okay, it looks like Imposter Among Us may be going out on the mediums. That would be interesting. How many drivers might try to get a medium lap to last and start on those mediums, because the predicted stop strategy is a two-stop, going soft to medium to medium.
And we've already got someone hoping for a Hopkinson win. There's an Alfa Romeo as first out. Is it Man City? It is, so we'll be on board with him for the first lap as he's the first car out.
Imposter Among Us is on the mediums. It's just great.
Oh,
Imposter Among
and now
Us
Imposter
using his
Among
DRS.
Us. Imposter Among Us is now the first car that was currently across the line.
The qualifying session. Beautiful one with the use of DRS.
So only two cars on the medians, Jesse and Imposter Among Us. The Red Bull and I think that's a Williams.
Jesse's coming out just in front of his teammate. Maybe
no,
they're
it's an
playing
Alpine. I don't know what I'm seeing.
Yeah, the slipstream.
Looks like Man City's looking in Imposter Among Us is slipstream for the main straight.
Yep.
So, guy, we know he's a quick driver.
Yellow flags in sector 1.
And it's Adrian.
Adriano.
And that's our first mistake.
Misjudged the braking points. No damage, I don't think. Yeah, no damage on his car.
Still Imposter Among going to be first across the line.
Let's go on board with Imposter Among then.
As he's coming through these corners now.
You want to be careful out of those corners. We had a few cars spinning last night in the Div 4 race. I'll let you take this one away, Liam.
Here we go now, he'll come start his lap into turn 1. He's nailed that beautifully pretty much. So it's a lovely exit as well over the curb into the second corner. Misses the apex slightly and not a nice exit for Imposter Among. Maybe not finding the grip on the median tyre as his DRS is wide open as he's about to approach the next corner here. Very difficult corner to get right and he's nailed it with a lovely exit. Maybe actually tapped the wall on the exit there. Through the right-hander. Very nicely done. But maybe he is struggling for grip on the medians because he's not completely nailing the apexes, but he's nailed that chicane. Down this straight now. Into the right-hander. It'll be very easy to invalidate through here, but he hasn't. However, he did go over the curb a little bit maybe. Through the castle section. And he's binned it! He's out the session! Out. Oh my word! And that might ruin Man City's lap. So who's the next car then? Behind Man City?
Loads of cars are getting their flyers ruined by having to avoid him, quite rightfully, and that's PFAR Cool Guy that invalidates after going off through the chicane.
Right, well let's watch Man City since he's on a lap. Oh no, he's backed off his lap, so the next car is Super Mug, who's still on their lap.
But I think quite a few drivers had to avoid Imposter Among.
Yes, definitely.
Through Castle Section.
Binned it through Castle Section. As I think someone said Owen's going to win, which I mean, he is our championship leader by 1 point to Jacob Hostad.
Okay, sometimes we'll be set.
Super Muggle set at 139.
Is the fastest, but only the first
I
car
Davies, 139.1. Who's the next car? So Ferrari. It's going to be C1 with a 142. That is not a good lap from him.
Yeah, that was Jacob.
He's invalidated.
With a 139.6. These cars
Marius
are
Verdal. Marius with the 139.3. Cool Guy's invalidated, I believe. Yes. And it's the Alpha Tauri here, who's going to be next across the line of Foles, who only sets 140.0, puts him P5. Jesse goes P5 now on the mediums. Next across the line is going to be the Alpha Tauri of Plimball. And then it's going to be Adrian, who had a mistake on his outlap. So let's see where he actually goes now after his teammate binned it in Castle section. Adrian with a 147 going P9. Next across the line looks like the Mercedes of Owen, who didn't have his lap ruined, but I believe by Imposter Amongst Crash. As here he goes going through.
Changed it. And Hopkinson just invalidates as on the exit of Castle section.
People are very torn between a Hopkinson or a Nickwin. And here comes Owen now down the back straight. Can our championship leader put it on provisional pole? Can he go quicker than the Williams of Supermug? No, he can't. It's P4 with a 139.6. Showing how good of a lap Supermug's actually set.
Changed up.
Right, who's next across the line? It's the other Mercedes of I Davies. No, he's coming in. Ferrari of... Is that Cool Guy? No, that is C1. Who goes quickest with the 139.135?
You can really tell that the track
Hopkinson's
is
coming round.
faster.
Hopkinson's going to begin his lap. The two Williams are actually coming over the line. Oh no, they're both coming in actually. Aston Martin of ODD Jacob Hostad's going to back off here. To let
drivers going through that third sector.
Jesse through. Is Jesse just coming in? Jesse's coming in. Next up will be Jacob Hostad. No, it'll be Foles, but he looks like he's not on a lap. Oh no, he is on a lap. He is on a lap. Never mind. And Foles, just P9 for Foles. And then it's Jankasa, P10. Next one is the Red Bull of Adrian. Is he coming in or is he on a lap? The RS is not open, which suggests to me he is not on a lap. I think sorry, Man City's on a lap though. Man City is on a lap, going across the back straight. And he will go... Ooh. Oh no, just an outlap, sorry.
He's on a lap now if you want to follow.
Yeah, no, King David, he's on an outlap. Anyone on a proper lap? Man City.
Hopkinson's on a proper lap going into turn 15 now.
Let's watch Hopkinson.
Misses the curb, that's lovely.
It's lovely from Hopkinson.
Don't want to hit that curb, else it'll hit you into the wall. That is what
he's got the Ferrari in front of him. Is that Cool Guy? I can't say. No, I'm not too sure which Ferrari it was, but neither Ferrari is on a lap.
I believe the Ferrari directly in front of him was C1, but he's moved out the way.
And now Hopkinson. Where's he going to be? People thinking he might win this race or get pole. He's not set a lap yet. It's P8 with the 139.7. P8, but it's all very close, all separated by 0.6 at the top. And surprisingly, our championship leaders in this are both a bit on the back foot. I believe Man City's
back foot the most will definitely be Imposter Among, starting from P16 after
Foles
the crash.
Foles is on a lap. Foles goes P3 with a 139.295, and now not Jesse Jankasa is coming in.
And that's yellow flags. Marius is going
looks
slow.
Like Marius going slow.
I believe he's alright.
Man City, sorry. I'm being told that Hopkinson's second lap will be his best. He's just sandbagging.
Yeah.
Man City now. DRS open and across the back straight. Currently not set a lap and that is P8 with a 139.7. That is a very solid lap time from the Alfa Romeo. There's now King David next across the line in the McLaren car. That will be P14, 143.8. I reckon he backed
that's
off.
Marius, who's retired.
That's a Mercedes. Owen's coming in. I'm missing.
Yes, they are cool.
Super Mug.
Down the back straight.
Super Mug begins his lap. Cool guy, like you say, going down back straight. Now, where's that going to be for the Ferrari? And PA4 cool guy goes fastest by a good 7/10 here, putting Ferrari in a 1-2. There's Hopkinson now going to box. So who's next then? Looks like one of the Alpha Tauris. Is it Foles? It is Foles. Is he on an actual lap? Let's see. When DRS...
No, he's invalidated with 2 seconds up.
Yeah, sorry. So Plimball on an out lap. So then it's a Mercedes of I Davis. I Davies looks like he is on a lap. And I think he's on or cross the line. And then it'll be...
and that's Super Mug.
Super Mug's retired.
Who's done a Charles Leclerc at Castle section.
That is unfortunate for the Williams team, who looked so strong in this qualifying. At one point, they were locking out the front row. I know Ferrari have come in and stole that, but they had a good chance at minimum P2. But now let's see if I Davies, where he's going to go in the Mercedes. He's about a second off pole, but only 3/10 off P2 C1. And that will be P2, going 3/10 off pole. As next up, nope, he's backing off, so... The Mercedes of McLaren of King David, he might be on a lap here. No, he's not, he's coming in. Meaning, I think it's the Ferrari of Cool Guy who would be next across the line on a lap. With a very, very strong first lap from the Ferrari driver. As he comes now down the back straight.
Just 6 minutes remaining in this qualifying session, so...
Oh no, he's come in. Very interesting decision. And now Adrian, he's going to come across the line. P14 still. And I believe, yeah, Jesse comes in. So, the closest... Plimball's on a lap, let's find...
Yep, about a 10th up on his time.
Yeah. There he is, a 10th and a half-ish up on his time.
Get up to P8.
Very clean track at the moment. He only needs to gain, what, 3/10 to go up to P7. ODD, Jacob Hostad and Owen. Definitely two big shockers here. Owen Plimball aborts his lap. Very interesting decision.
Considering he was up on the time.
And then who's next? Looks like I Davies is on a lap, maybe. Is he going to open his DRS? He opens his DRS. Oh, he's not on a lap actually. Adrian's Jankasa. Jankasa's on an out lap. Adrian. And Adrian span it. And he's the only car out there on a lap at the moment. Well, obviously he's not on a lap anymore.
Nearly recreated Marius's crash.
And I guess we're going to go on board with Jankasa for a lap. Not Jankasa, Jesse. No, he's on an out lap, sorry. Jankasa for a lap then, because he is the furthest on track. This is all the pressure's on him now. He needs to improve by a good few tenths to even make a position up on Plimball in that Alpine car. See if it's now around with a tricky left-hander, very nicely done. And slightly misses the apex, but has to lift off to tap the wall. That's not going to be good for his lap at all.
He's 3/10 up.
Yeah, so that would currently put him still P13. He's not improving any positions as things stand. Now the right-hander, that's very tricky to invalidate on here, but he's gone over the curb a bit, but he's not invalidated through Castle section. He's absolutely nailed it through there. I have no clue Jack's game, and if you can race, you have to ask someone about that, not me. And now through the flat-out left-hander. This is a section very crucial to your lap, because if you make a mistake you can lose a good couple tenths. And now as he's over a second up on his time, this would currently put him into the top 3 this lap for Jankasa.
That is not what the Williams want to hear.
It's not. And now, he's going to cross the line soon as he's going down the back straight. And it's going to be P3. What a lap.
Very nice. Very
next
nice
will
indeed.
be the Ferrari. I don't think the Ferrari's on a lap, actually. Oh, yeah, he is. He's just started his lap. He's just started his lap. So then it's is Plimbaugh? No. McLaren? No. ODD Jacob Hostad? No.
I think Jesse and
Man City.
And Man City, yeah. And Plimbaugh, I believe, is just gone onto the lap.
And I think I'm gonna have to go for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. Which isn't good because you're the streamer, not me. Ooh, scheiße. Okay, folks, so I guess oh, that's C1 hitting the wall through Castle section. I don't believe you'll be able to see it, which is unfortunate, but I'm not controlling the stream, but I have seen it. It's not what you want to see when you're on your fast lap. Let's see who's doing what. Wow, quick lap from Man City, a 139.2, and that puts him very respectively in P6. But that's Jesse Big W. Set fastest lap and provisional pole with a 138.3. The track is really getting quick now. So folks, this is looking to be quite good. Jacob Hosted goes through turn 15, currently in P12. Down into the third sector, not up on his time by a lot, about half a tenth. He needs to find time, or he will be starting out of. And he goes P12. Actually slower that lap, and he abandons the next lap and he doesn't bother. He will be at least at best P12. And that's Hopkinson into the pits, which means he won't set a lap either. It's a disaster for the Alfa Romeo man. But Owen looks to be going rather fast. So I hope. Through castle section, what's going to happen? He does that beautifully. Yeah, really nice there. Just made that look easy, which some drivers have actually really struggled through castle section. Down through turn 15, misses the curb, which is just what you want to do. You do not want to hit that inside curb, folks. And he's nearly half a second up. Oh, he's lost the back end. It slides a bit, but he seems to have it under control, but that will no doubt almost ruin his quali lap. Definitely probably shave a few tenths. And so he might not actually do as well as he originally was going to. Let's see. I mean, he goes P5. The only question is, could he have gone even higher up if he didn't have that problem? And that is Foles that goes P3 with a 138.6. PFAR cool guy, 3/10 up on his time, I believe. Here he goes. The man that can deny Jesse pole. Down the back straight. No more corners to turn. No more braking zones. And across the line he will go. And that is provisional pole. Most likely pole. And yes, it is pole except for Adrian. No, he's invalidated. It will be pole for PFAR cool guy. This has been a cracking qualifying session. We'll see you in the race. Leighton says, who's commentating this, Freddie? Freddie is not here, it's me and Liam, Will and Liam. You probably know me as Sus and Liam. But Liam has gone rogue. Cool guy says, should have been a 137. Potentially, but that lap was cracking. A 1/10.5 over second. That is just fantastic. EQ31, or EO31, if lucky laps didn't count, Hopkinson would be on pole. Hopkinson would have got a 136, says EO31. I'm not too sure about that, but you never know, maybe. For reference, Hopkinson was a 139.7, so we'll have to see. Can Hopkinson make a good recovery in the race? That's the question, really. It's a beautifully sunny day here in Azerbaijan. I think this will be a good race, you know. Just like last night in Division 4, I think there will be crashes, safety cars, dive bombs. So at the top of the championship, which is led by Owen with 84 points, he only leads by 1 point, and that's to Jacob Hodstead. So yes, pit strategy is a two-stop, going soft, medium, medium, or soft, medium, hard. But with the safety car coming into effect, I think it will be changed up quite dramatically, which can be very interesting to see which teams can do the best strategy. So leading this formation lap is Cool Guy, our pole sitter. He'll be looking for a good start, going down into turn 1. Hopefully no dive bombs from anyone else, or so he'll hope. I'm sure second will be hoping for a good run to get past him before turn 1, so there's no fighting for him. The best starts could mean everything, especially with the safety car probability in this race. Very high. Very, very high. Hello, Grizzly Bear. Mark Webber Airlines Racing thinks that Foles will win it. Foles starting P3. It's an interesting one. Both Mercedes 5th and 6th. So, shall we have a look at what tyres people are on? So, from 1st to 11th, they are all on softs. 12th, which is Marius, he's on the mediums.
I'm back.
Okay.
I would like to apologise for having to go, but my GCSEs are very important.
No worries. So then 13th and 14th, Jacob and Hopkinson are on the softs, and then the rest, 15, 16, 17 even, are on the mediums. That's 4 cars on the mediums, and the rest on the softs. Here we go.
Here we go then. Temperature enabled, lap data enabled, full track map, there we go. Why have we got this? What, right, we're going to have to go for... Right, so here we go. 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix in Division 3. It's a very good start for Cool Guy. And a great start from Jesse as well. Going up into everyone keeping the same there. But at the back, Jacob Hostad has already made up a good few positions. Owen as well, making up the positions, the 2 people fighting for this championship. Trying to get through this order after a poor qualifying from both. As Cool Guy leads the way already by a nice margin. Foles getting onto the back of Jesse. King David as well onto the back of Foles. Everyone's so close. And Cool Guy just streaking away.
Everybody's made it.
Yeah, everyone has made it.
I was not...
Oh, you've jinxed it. It's Adrian. And now look at Jacob Hostad getting on top.
Disaster has been spelt for Hopkinson.
Imposter among us getting onto the back of Plimball here. Oh, and now at the front, Jesse has spun it. Oh no, he's in a wall. I don't know what's happened. But he's now going very slowly. I don't think he's got a wing. I think he binned it in Castle section. Yep, and the VSC is out. And that will annoy Jacob Hostad, who couldn't quite get past him, which is going to just cause a bigger gap than what he had to C1.
Super Mug in the Williams, up 5 positions off the start, and we're only at turn 15.
What a start from the Williams. And look at Cool Guy ahead in the Ferrari.
Imposter among up 4. He's done well considering his...
Yeah, let's have a look at this actually. Let's look at this. A good start from Jacob Hostad, up 3. Owen down 1 position. This is...
Cool Guy's lead is already superior to everyone else.
And Super Mug pits. What an interesting decision from the Williams. I
think he's got damage.
He must do.
I'll watch on board and I'll let you know.
Thank you. Is this... And oh, Man City just, I think, tapped the back of, I think it was Plimball.
He's hitting for mediums. He's just
that is an interesting call from the Williams team. But Man City, I think it's... And now we've gone.
Alpine
as a good start from Owen.
I believe he's just gone onto the mediums as well. And Jesse, new wing and new hard tyres.
And King David and Foles now going, racing for that P2. Ooh, King David backed out, knowing it wasn't the smartest move to make right there. Close now with Imposter among and Marius side by side. And Imposter among is ahead of Marius here. Anyone else? Any close? It's 3/10 between King David and Foles. What a start from the Aston Martin. He is trying to chase after his championship rival Owen. With just, and it's Hopkinson. He's got no wing either. Neither does the McLaren of the one and only Kev. He's got no wing either. And it's another VSC. What is going on here? No retirements yet though. Just broken front wings.
What a start. Imposter among on the medium tyres, up 7 positions into the points.
What a start on the medium tyre as well.
Yep.
As EO31 is not happy with what's happened to Hopkinson. I think he's Hopkinson's biggest fan, to be honest.
This is rigged.
And Cool Guy boxes. Everyone's coming into the pits now. And Jacob Hostad stays out.
That is interesting.
The man... The man who can't stop getting podiums stays out, and he's now up into P3. As things stand, the championship leader.
C1 is held up.
Interesting from Ferrari, that decision.
Two guy on the mediums. Marius is on the hards. But he's the only one to pit onto
as
hards.
Foles is in P1.
Mediums, except for Jesse.
As here we go, we're going again. Jacob Hostad will lead the challenge. I know he's not boxed, but as things stand, he will be leading the Division 3 Championship for Aston Martin. Any battling going on? Oh yes, there is Jankasa and Marius here. Jankasa will get past him with the DRS. The Alpine up into P11 as Marius is on the hards like Jesse. Interesting.
Marius trying to play the long game, I believe. Almost
as Cool Guy was jumped by Owen under the VSC. I don't know what happened to the Ferrari, but he's down a few positions thanks to the pit stop he's made. And now a battle near the back. Hopkinson fighting the one and only Kev. He's got him. And Cool Guy now right on the back of Owen as he'll want to regain the race lead. Imposter Among as well. He's getting close. And Marius and Jankasa as well, they're close. Some great close battles that could go on here. As now, Cool Guy must be getting infuriated behind the back of Owen. It's all this is doing is helping Jacob Hostad, Foles, Davies especially to get away. Is there anything going on? Couple tenths. Oh, and there's yellow flags in Sector 2. Plimball, I believe. No, he's just fighting. And it's the only Kev. As now Cool Guy breezes past Owen.
Got past him before the finish line. Wow.
Yeah.
Although that's Jesse.
And Jesse's out. And that's another VSC. And that must be music to that must be music to Jacob Hostad, Davies, Foles, Imposter. Well, not Imposter because he's on mediums. So Foles, Davies, Jacob, Plimball, and Man City will love to hear that's a full safety car as they can pit now.
What would Imposter Among do? It's like, it's too early for his mediums to go.
Maybe pits onto hards till the end. I think he almost has to pit. Foles, though, looks like he will lead this Grand Prix, maybe. I don't know, I think Cool Guy may still come out ahead, I'm not too sure yet. This is going to be an interesting one now. But there's no doubt to say that these
is Cool Guy's 15 seconds behind. 14.
I think Foles could come out P1 here, or at least at net P1 if Imposter Among and Adrian don't pit. Oh, what's Jacob Hostad doing there? He's just cut across the corner. I know that was a very interesting thing that's just happened. As I'm guessing Foles is going to come in from the race lead and.
And that's
C1
in a wall.
He's out
at Castle section and
he's
retiring.
Ferrari will not be happy to see that. And Marius is now out.
Marius is gone. Binning it at turn 15. I think he's
and Foles and
hit.
That's unfortunate for both drivers, and now everyone's coming in. Where's Cool Guy going to come out? P1, you'd think here, yeah. Cool Guy's going to come out. Oh, he's slowing down next to the Delta, actually.
Although what's interesting...
Cool Guy will come out. But King David is in a net position 1. He's had an absolute madness thanks to the VSC and safety car, and he's out ahead of Cool Guy. He's in the net P1 with a Red Bull 1-2 yet to pit. As Foles actually didn't get that much of an advantage from pitting under the safety car. He's out in P6, which is, I guess, a net P4. Owen in a net P3, which will not be nice for Jacob Hostad, who's in a net P6.
The interesting thing is that C1 chose to retire the car. He only lost his front wing.
That's an interesting thing to note. Everyone going mental over Imposter Among in the comments, wanting to see him pick up the race victory. Sorry.
With him being obviously almost 4 lap old mediums. We saw it yesterday. How superior the 4-lap softer, fresher tyres are. It really, really affects them around here. And I think the front two of the Red Bulls will be overtook swiftly by Cool Guy, King David, and Owen. Maybe even Foles and even Twaits.
I mean...
Of Jacob Hostad.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that could happen here... One thing I guess that could happen here, though, is that the two Red Bulls hold up the leaders. And that could mean anyone here is still within a shot of a very, very good position.
That's very true.
I mean... What can these Red Bulls do? Because you've almost got to think, depending on other safety cars, of course, they're not really in it with the race now. It's very much a poor strategy decision than mediums. Sorry, I forgot my words for 2 seconds. God, I'm losing my words. This is... I mean, what, you can have Cool Guy who got pole from what I believe a pretty decent margin.
Yep, about a 10th and a half.
About a 10th and a half, a pretty decent margin considering how close this league is. But King David driver, I believe, though I might be wrong about that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the reserve driver for McLaren has absolutely stormed through to come into the net P1 in the race. Then you've got championship leader Owen just behind them, who'll be looking to extend his championship lead. Then Foles, who was the leader out of all the people that didn't pit under the second VSC. And then it's Davies, a man who's shown some great promise in this race and yesterday. Then second in the championship, Jacob Hostad, who's been consistently scoring the podiums and the race wins since joining into Div 3 with Aston Martin. Any of these, I think 5 drivers, 6 drivers could fight for this win today, depending on what happens with the Red Bulls up front.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think even Man City, I've seen him drive before. He could come and fight for the lead, at least the podium. Same with Plimball, Jankasa. We saw his pace. Anyone here, I think, can do something. And the one and only Kev is kind of just 20 seconds out. But anyone else, I think, could fight for a podium today. Because I think it's that close that it's uncallable here. His safety car's not in this lap, is it?
I don't believe so.
Oh, never mind. There it is. It's coming in this lap. So we'll be watching along with Imposter and Mung for his restart then. As the Red Bulls...
backing the pack up.
Interestingly, it's me, Adrian. And it's me, Adrian, in AI. What's he doing? Is he not in the session? Look at this. Very interesting. Oh yeah, he's back in now. Look at how much Imposter Among wants to back him up because he does not want that extra grip.
Verstappen Ricardo.
Adrian, very close. He's trying to get the jump on his teammate here. I don't know what Red Bull are doing here. I don't think
this has not done this well.
Imposter Among's done it very well for him. He's done it very well for him. He's still out in P1. That's very wide from Cool Guy, but it's a nice move, maybe. And he gets past King David. There's yellow flags in sector 1. It's Jacob Hostad.
Oh, that
is the man who is second in the championship has span it, and he is not going to be happy with himself there. The man who drives...
Man City with no front wing, I believe.
Man City with no front wing. Cool Guy and King David have got past Adrian.
Yeah, Man City no front wing.
And now Cool Guy is... I think he did it off the safety car restart. Sorry, but... An Imposter Among is stretched by... is stretching that lead... Not stretching the lead, but he's got a nice little gap. Owen's now stuck behind the Red Bull as Man City obviously losing position. Jacob Hostad's going to be next to overtake him. As Cool Guy is catching quick.
Imposter Among had just enough of a gap so that he wasn't dive bombed by his teammate. Originally, I thought it was.
I thought it was. And here we go now. Yellow flags in sector 2, and it's the one and only Kev.
Stan.
And now, cool guy, he's going to look for the move soon, I think. And Hopkinson is out!
More yellows and Hopkinson's out.
What's happened? I'm watching Kev to try and see what's happened.
Same. I believe he's Span, and that's Man City who hits a wall.
Ooh, I'm trying to... And it's a full safety car, it's a full safety car.
Yep. Man City will be happy with that, and I think so will Jacob.
And Kev.
And Kev, yeah.
I can't see what's happened. And Imposter and Mung will be delighted as well.
And that's
there you go, in he comes, like you expect. And Owen's in, off 3-lap old mediums. Has he got damage? I'm going to watch and see if he's got damage. A lot of people are coming in. He has.
Yep,
and Jacob Hostad in as well. A lot of people coming in.
I think he had damage.
Did Jacob Hostad have damage?
Had damage.
Yeah. I think everybody who's pit here has had damage, apart from the 2 Red Bulls, obviously, who hadn't pit yet.
Red Bull had damage, yeah.
And look at who has benefited from this out of everybody. He lost 5 positions when he could have been down about P12. This has worked out so well for the Red Bull driver whose side's gone the hards, because he will not pit again. Everyone in front of him will pit again. Meaning Imposter Among Us currently in the net P1 in the Red Bull. And it's a net Red Bull 1. Well, no, Adrian will pit again actually. On the soft. Everyone. I think
has played really well for him.
5 will pit again. 7. I think Adrian will pit again, and I think everyone else. Oh, and Kev will probably pit again, and then everybody else will probably maybe try and stretch their mediums to the end. I'm not too sure. But I think that's got to be the strategy for them now. Try and stretch the mediums as far as they can go to the end.
Surely that's the strategy for Jacob. Down in P11. Has to try something.
And I still think this is anyone's race. I would put my bets on Cool Guy, who's looked to pretty much dominate this race and this evening.
First. It's just got clean air ahead.
He has got to box again. If he can't get the good restart on King David and they start fighting, it's just going to allow Imposter Among, Owen, Jankerson, Plimball, Jacob all back into this race. And I mean, even the people who haven't pit, if they get held up in Super Mug, Foles and I Davies, I don't know. It's going to be a close one.
Already, there's been 4 retirements and we're only 8 laps in. There's been 2 safety cars and 2 VSCs.
I mean, we can only get 2 more safety cars.
Yep. Yeah, the most stops Sawn's made is Super Mug with 3 stops. I retract that actually, because Kev's just made another stop, making it 4.
Making it 4 stop for Kev.
He's going on to the hards, aiming
so he's
to go
clearly
to the
thought,
end
actually,
of the
he needs to go to the end of the race. That's his only chance at anything
that's
today.
5 for him now.
This is an interesting
the most stops
strategy.
last night in the Div 4 was about 6 or 7, so Kev's nearly up there.
No penalties though, now that is impressive from everyone today. No penalties so far. The position changes. Imposter Among has made up 10 positions on the opening 9 laps, and he won't have to pit again. Is he looking at a last to first challenge here in SBS Division 3? No! Imposter Among span! No!
He's not made 10 positions anymore.
It's 6 positions. That is gutting for Imposter Among, who has drove so well today. And that will put into the person who doesn't have to pit, Owen. The championship leader is the leader out of the cars that will not have to pit again today. That will make him very happy, as he hasn't looked at his best today, very surprisingly. But that is gutting for Imposter Among Us.
No imposter. It was
everyone's sad
for us all. Just a rookie error.
It's unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Everybody's struggling around here today, though, even under safety cars. They just can't seem to manage the car. I don't know.
You can't be losing it under a safety car.
Safety car will be in this lap.
Gotta be much more
Cool Guy will be getting us away. And look at this from Cool Guy. You can tell he's experienced from these positions.
Super Mug, already 7 positions, maybe looking to add 2 more to his tally.
I mean, Cool Guy's gonna bolt at some point, but it's, I think, oh, Cool Guy nearly pins it into the wall. Cool Guy's gonna have
an interesting restart technique.
It would have
done
been
by myself in Monza.
Yeah.
It doesn't work out well. I can give him that much for free.
I remember. And Cool Guy's gone. Cool Guy goes. David, he's not had a bad restart. Anyone else fighting away? Owen maybe looking at Foles. Nobody really battling off the restart though. Kind of just very blasé. Oh, here we go. Oh, Plimbull squeezing Jankusa a little bit.
Oh, very close.
As Imposter Among and Jankusa. Now you get a great view here from Jacob, and Imposter Among has made the move on Jankusa. That's his. I mean, this is annoying. It's put into this camera.
Fight back.
What I'm watching it from Jake.
Wheel to wheel. He
look at this. This is beautiful. Oh, that's very close. This is great racing though. Oh, and Jankusa. Oh, what's and now Jacob Hostad.
It's 3 wide now.
Oh, Jacob backs out. This is wonderful. Jacob Hostad. Oh, and Jankusa's got no wing. And that's yellows in sector 2. But I don't believe another safety car's coming out.
And he's binned it in a wall.
And he's binned it in a wall. That is, for me, Jankus's fault. He made some stupid moves anyway on Imposter to try and keep it side by side. That is Jankus's fault for me. And that is another safety car. And that...
Dive bombing it at turn 4, basically pushing Imposter into a wall. Does he have damage? I think he might have lost an end play.
I can't see any damage on his car. Thankfully, Imposter has got away there because I don't know why, but Jankusa decides to absolutely send one and hits him, which allowed Jacob Hostad into the battle, which didn't fully work for him. But
Fury.
But now surely the front guys are going to come in for their last stop, but they're going to be behind on not much fresher tyres. No, Cool Guy stays out. I did. Everyone's staying out. Everybody's going to stay out here, apart from Imposter Among, who must have had damage. No, that is gutting. That is horrible, and he's now going to go get a new wing.
The wing comes off, and a new one goes
Same
on.
with Man City. He's going off to the softs. He's going to hope he can get the fastest lap, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe he's waiting for another safety car to pit onto mediums. I'm not sure I'd be doing that strategy.
As these last 3 laps have just been terrible for Imposter Among. Goes from the net lead down to P11. One thing was his fault, the other was completely not his. Cool Guy's not happy in the comments.
Yep, but only one more safety car can come out, and I think it will come out.
I unfortunately do. This has been, at points, a bit of a joke. Some of the moves people have made has not been great. But then we've had some great little battles as well. We saw, who was it now? I mean, Cool Guy had a nice battle with someone, I believe. We saw, was it Among Us and Foles? I can't remember. Something like that. There was some great battles going on. But... just the odd one, like that move from Jankusa. That battle between Jankusa and Imposter Among was great before that, and then he just absolutely sent it when he didn't need to. He could have waited for DRS in a couple laps' time. He
didn't even make the corner himself. He used Imposter Among as a braking.
I think he panicked it. And I think Imposter Among will be reporting that issue after the race, because that was interesting.
That was just anger. Now, I guess we will have another restart. Not this lap, but we'll see what will happen. If anything will change to Cool Guy's strategy of his restart.
Interestingly, Cool Guy, King David's, I think Cool Guy and King David especially, but I think everybody down to I Davies is going to pit again, including a couple. Kev's in again. What is this strategy from Kev?
Kev must be watching. Oh, he's got damage.
Oh, he got wing damage. That makes more sense. And now he's going to go on the soft it looks himself.
Kev's going to be trying to take this.
Fastest lap. Imposter among, what's he doing? Imposter among, what's he doing?
He's binned it at turn 2.
No, he just kind of pulled off from what I saw. He just pulled off and let everyone through.
I think he misjudged the braking zone and used the escape road.
That must have been what happened. If that is the case, though, do other people have to let him through? I'm not sure on that rule here. I'm not too sure. He clearly thinks they do have to let him through. He clearly thinks they have to let him through. I don't know if they do or not.
I don't think so. He was off track.
I don't think so. He was off track. That was a mistake, I think.
Under safety car, you're going, what, max of 100 miles an hour? You shouldn't be making those mistakes under braking. That is
exactly
completely lack of concentration.
And I want to... Imposter broke late is what he's saying. And he went into the runoff. He doesn't want the position back. He's not asked for any positions back in at all. He went into the runoff to give him the place. He overtook Man City or Jacob, I believe. And he had to go into the runoff to give one of them back the place. Or something. That's what he's saying. This Cool Guy. This man is led so much this race. He deserves to win at this point.
Safety car is in this lap.
Strategy.
So.
And are we going to see Cool Guy adjust the technique of his restart this time? Or is it going to be the exact same as last time? Let's see. There we go. We'll watch on board with King David maybe to see when Cool Guy goes. Look at this. He is just waiting for Cool Guy. He's not being put off by the weaving at all. He is just waiting for that Ferrari to accelerate. This is almost like Max Verstappen getting side by side. It's that close between the front two. Cool Guy is really backing this up. Oh, he thought he got there. This is very close. And Cool Guy goes. And it's very good for Cool Guy.
Safety car restart.
It's good for Cool Guy though because he's...
Imposter Among Us is looking for a move.
Plinball! Plinball!
Ooh, Imposter Among Us nearly crashed.
And Super Mug and and King David's out!
Oh no!
I think he had contact with Super Mug, I'm not sure.
I think so. Davis
word.
No wing, I believe.
Is that not a safety car? That should be more of a safety car than anything else we've seen today. And Jacob Hostad has looked that into 5th, really. And yellow's in sector 1. Is it Man City?
That's Foles.
It looks like Man City.
Got no wing.
Oh, Foles. No.
Yep. Man City.
And now Jacob Hostad. Jacob Hostad versus Imposter Among maybe now. Imposter Among is cutting through the field. He's cutting through the field on them softs. As Owen. Oh, Owen. Owen and Adrian very close.
Super Mug only 4/10 away.
Jacob Hostad, oh my god, what a move! Is this a double move from Imposter Among? It is. I think his teammate let him through there.
Yep,
Imposter Among now. Next up, I saw there
he's
as
going to dive bomb Owen. No, he's not. Oh yes, he
Jacob
is.
backed out, knowing that Imposter Among will have to pit again. Look at this. And Imposter, there's yellows in sector 2 now.
Yellow flags. That's Foles.
That's Foles. He's out.
Retired.
And is that going to be another safety car? It doesn't look like it. A Super Mug is side by side with Cool Guy for first. Super Mug goes fastest and Super Mug down the inside of Cool Guy. He takes the lead. Oh no, this and Super Mug in the Williams takes the lead of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. But Cool Guy's going to look to come back at him in this battle. What a battle for first. Kev spun it into all. That's a shame for him. but Super Mug has shocked everyone a bit here to come up into the lead, and now Jacob Hostad is looking to pressure the Red Bulls. As, oh my god, what's happened to Owen? He's boxed it. I think you said that, actually, sorry.
Yeah.
I was focused on the front.
Oh, no worries.
Yellow's in Sector 3, it's I Davis.
I think he's just coming out the pits.
Oh, it looked like he was going to start, I don't know. Oh,
Yeah,
Sector 3, wasn't it? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
Super Mug, though, leads the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, but, crucially, and I'm not sure how true this is to myself, because obviously some people have started to box here, Jacob Hostad looks to be in the net lead of this race.
Potentially, yeah. Imposter among 13 positions made in third.
That's a lovely camera.
They're working well, but for how long will they work well?
There's any Plim balls onto the back of Adrian. Now he's going to look to try and make it up into P5. Really?
Adrian is dropping back through the field.
Yeah. Oh, them softs are old. Them softs are very old at the moment. No one really that close apart from the front two and then down from Jacob to Plimball. Everyone else a little bit spaced out now.
PFA, cool guy's gonna have the slipstream.
He's gonna have a lot of slipstream on Supermug, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do it this lap. I think he's gonna have to wait until next lap. I think with DRS or whenever DRS is gonna be enabled. Supermug is just smashing the fastest laps on them tyres. Imposter Among takes the fastest lap himself.
Tyres as well.
Plimball as Jacob boxes. Jacob and Adrian box.
Here he comes.
As Jacob had wing damage.
I think Cool Guy might have wing damage. 9/10 off. Supermug couldn't catch him with DRS.
Have a look. It looks like he has got a little nip out of his wing if you have a proper look. I think Cool Guy does have wing damage. I think you're right. And I think Supermug could be on for the win in the Williams. Or even Imposter Among if he can catch up.
Yeah,
After everything that's happened. Kev even... Yeah, he got wing damage.
Wow.
It's a massive shame, but he's on the mediums. I think he thought he could take the mediums to the end, but he got damage. Jacob Hostad, though, on the mediums. He's going to look to cut through this field now. Along with Imposter Among, who is rapidly catching. Adrian's onto the back of Jacob and Man City. These are the closest people out on track at the moment. The only people anywhere near each other.
Second that he needs to get out of the
Supermug has exploded out of nowhere, and I think Cool Guy must have damage. If you look at Jacob Hostad's car, it looks like he's got rear wing damage. If you can have a good enough close-up look in the middle of the rear wing. I don't know if that's just a split, but it looks like there's a massive hole. That is gutting, and that would explain his pace not being as quick as you'd normally think for the man who is second in the championship, and his championship rival is 2.5 seconds up the road in P6. As Imposter Among with another fastest lap.
Smelling the blood in the water.
He's trying to...
Is falling backwards as Supermug's just clearing him.
No chance Supermug and Cool Guy can make it to the end on them tyres. Same with Imposter. Probably same with Plimball, maybe. I think Owen's in net P1 here as now Man City versus Jacob Hostad. Jacob Hostad has got him on the straight as now he'll chase after championship rival Owen. This is interesting because we could have the two title rivals race for the win still here today. I don't think they will actually. Look at the gaps actually. No, look, I think Supermug actually might be in the P1 because look at the gap between Owen and Supermug. That is a good 30 seconds. Supermug, I think, is set to win this race in the Williams team. In an absolute explosion, exploding onto the scene here in Azerbaijan. He just needs to keep his car on track and he should have it. Cool Guy, with that wing damage, has absolutely ruined what would have been P1 for the Ferrari driver. And now Jacob Hostad is taking so much time out of his title rival. Does Owen have wing damage? Because he is taking so much time out at the moment. Adrian onto the back of Man City a little bit now. As I can't tell if it's the wing damage on Owen or if he's struggling to get around the track on hards. I'm not sure which one it is.
Says Imposter is flying, and that is an accurate description. I'm not even sure those tyres are touching the floor.
He's rapping at the moment. this race. He wants to redeem himself. Man City with a terrible exit, and now Adrian's through. I think he may have just let him through for DRS, actually, as Adrian comes through on the mediums, but Man City has let him through for the DRS here. This is an interesting little battle between the Ferrari and the Alfa Romeo for P8. The Ferrari, the Red Bull, sorry. A little bit of contact.
2 seconds.
And Jacob Hostad goes fastest, and look at how close he is all of a sudden to Nick.
Goes even faster. Down in P10 though.
Look at this though, Jacob Hostad. Look at how close he's come to his championship rival, Owen.
I think Supermug just touched the wall. I'm not 100% sure.
No.
Yeah, he slid through Castle section.
Let's have a look at his wing, if we can get a good close-up. Oh, he's had a little slide to there.
That's a massive slide.
Can't quite get a close-up of his wing. And now Jacob Hostad is looking to rein in Owen. This is what you want to see. Just a few tenths out on track. 1 point separates him in the championship. If Jacob can get him here, he will lead the Division 3 championship for Aston Martin.
Imposter Among. Will he pit onto the
He's got
softs?
to pit again. He must do.
Yeah, no doubt about
he must
that,
do. He must go on the softs. And now, here we go. This might be the move for Jacob Hostad to take the lead of the championship. Oh, maybe not quite close enough, actually. Not quite yet. But here we go. Aston Martin versus Mercedes. The head is down from Jacob Hostad at the moment. Chasing down Owen. And now he'll have the DRS here on Owen. I think it's just and he's playing the DRS games. Rival.
That's unsportsmanlike. That is.
I know you don't like the DRS games, but it's everything matters in a championship battle. We've seen it in real life. Verstappen and Leclerc did the same thing. And this is Owen versus Jacob for the title, remember. Even if they are battling for P6, every point counts.
Davis
gets through. Davies right now is on a roll. He is trying to catch to help his teammate out against the Aston Martin. But now DRS for Jacob. I don't think he will. I think he knows he can make it. Yeah, he knows he knows he's got this move done. It's inevitable. He's just got to be careful to not ruin his race. He knows P1's not necessary for this race. He knows he just needs to get ahead of Owen.
Maybe he plays his own DRS games down the back straight and just sits behind him even if he does pull over.
I think we might see that here. As Imposter Among is just constantly catching Cool Guy here.
Under 2 seconds now, but the gap from Cool Guy to Supermug is 3 seconds.
It's constantly increasing. Let's have a little look at Supermug. He is flying in that Williams car right now. Obviously, his teammate very early on retired, Marius.
Imposter Among, though, is out to VRS.
Is this time?
PFAR Cool Guy into the pits.
And in he comes. He needs to try something. He's got that wing damage, remember. Yeah, Imposter Among will have seen him coming in, and he just needs to cover him off. The wing damage should get Imposter Among to jump him, remember. So
PFAR Cool Guy's getting a new wing.
Yeah, we knew he had
something.
Yeah, we knew he had wing damage, remember.
Is confirmed.
And here we go now. The DRS will be open, I think, for Jacob Hostad.
Imposter Among is on the softs, but so is Cool Guy.
Oh, will Jacob Hostad be close? Oh, yes, he will be close enough, I think. Oh, will he? I don't think he is going to be close enough. Just about. As look at this, he's behind Kev now, Cool Guy, but he will be on an absolute roll now. You best believe Williams will be telling Supermug that he needs to box, because Cool Guy's pace, Imposter Among's pace, is going to be unheard of right here. And now Jacob Hostad makes the move for not only P6 but the championship lead.
Surely he pits. He's got 20 seconds to Imposter Among. And 15 to
He has to, as Cool Guy gets past Kev. Anyway. Ooh, Cool Guy must have got a warning through there.
So Jacob is through.
If Kev is the pit,
Davis is going to look at his teammate.
Imposter Among could win this race. Right now, he would come out P1. Surely, does Super Mug pit or does it? He is going to pit.
Super Mug's pitting.
In he comes. In comes the race leader. Where will he come out though? Plimbull must be thinking about staying out here because he's seen that Super Mug could take his tyres 15 laps. So why can't he take his 16 or 17? No, he doesn't. He boxes. An imposter among. Is he going to, or is it just going to be Super Mug?
It's going to be actually close.
It's going to be very close here, and I think Super Mug leads. Super Mug still leads, but imposter among. What a recovery! And now Davies is going to overtake his teammate. What are Mercedes doing here? Why are they swapping them round? Surely they want the most points from Owen in the championship possible. Or do they think
they have swapped? I think Owen's just going really slow on those hard tyres.
But you surely think they stop him? Or do they think Davies can catch Jacob here? I think that's got to be the only thing.
He's definitely going quick. Mark Weathers says yes, yes. He's cheering Imposter Among on.
Imposter Among, can he win this race today? 2 seconds out.
Potentially.
Is he going quicker than Super Mug? That's the question. And how quick is PAFR Cool Guy going? That's another question.
P3 about 4 seconds off
Cool Guy knocked his wing again?
And 6 seconds off the lead.
As Imposter Among is catching Super Mug pretty quickly.
Yep, it's going to be a good fight for the race win.
As Davies is getting onto the back of Jacob Hostad now.
Cool Guy is also catching.
Has he got damage? Cool Guy. He doesn't seem to be catching Imposter. He doesn't look like he's catching Imposter. He might be catching Super Mug, but not Imposter Among.
Leader look, and
he's not catching Imposter Among.
I think Imposter Among is catching
at a rate of knots
quicker. Yeah,
but
and then
crucially, Imposter Among has is set a fastest lap, but he's got absolutely no ERS.
Yep, it's back up to 2 seconds.
And now, here we go. Davies versus Jacob Hostad. Mercedes versus Aston Martin, but not the way around.
Davies is really caught really quick.
As there you go, Davies. P5, sorry, from the Aston Martin. Imposter actually lost a little bit of time now through this lap. And Adrian gets a 30-second time penalty off. First penalty of the day. And that, I have to applaud everyone on. Not taking it to lap 21 to get a penalty is fantastic. I know it's a street circuit, but there are places here where you can cut the corners.
Oh yeah, quite easily. As we watch PFAR Cool Guy go into the corner where you can easily get, surely that's a warning.
I think he's off the track. Cool Guy is pushing, but he's just, for a man that's been so quick today, he's
losing time. I think he's got damage.
I think he might have side pod damage or something. I think he must have, once he got wing damage, must have got side pod damage or something with it.
Yeah.
Because for a man that was so quick, he was dominating this race, really. I think he must have had a crash with the McLaren of King David or something. And that's what's caused this. Or he must have been tagged there. But Imposter Among... street circuit, and he's got no wing. That is his race done and dusted.
He's pitting. Oh,
what an idiot! What's he doing? What is Imposter Among doing there? Why? What's he doing? And Cool Guy will.
That's Plimbull up to P3.
P3.
Davis P4.
That looked on purpose from Imposter Among. To me, I don't know if it was. But even if he was trying to, you should know you have wing damage. You can't do that right now. I don't know what he's doing. Rigu's fuming, and I don't blame him. As now, I guess your fight left today is Jacob Hostad versus No matter what today, Jacob Hostad will lead the Drivers' World Championship in SBS Division 3. But it's all up to how many points can he get now. Can he get up to P4? But Davies, he looks on an absolute roll.
P8.
You're Adrian right now. You know you're probably not going to beat Kev, especially with your penalty. Do you box onto the softs later on? And do you go for the fastest lap? Is that something you think about?
8 seconds, the gap from Cool Guy to Super Mug.
Supermug, what a drive on last on this stint and the last half of his second stint, I believe. It's been a fantastic drive from the Williams, and he just needs to keep it on track until he today. But you know, Cool Guy will be waiting, hoping that he bins it, that the pressure gets to him, and he can take the win for Ferrari. As look at this, Jacob Hostad nowhere near I Davies. Everyone a little bit more spaced out now. I think he might just settle down till the end here. But what a race we've had. Apart from the back, where Adrian's trying to catch Kevin. They got wing damage? I can't tell. Does Adrian? He's got the DRS open. Here go. I don't think he's going to catch him though. Crucially.
He's not even bothering using his DRS down that straight.
I think he knows the race is gone. I think he knows this is all he can get today.
Yep.
The two close cars on track, Adrian and Kev, fighting for P8 because any points count. I know it's 30 seconds for Adrian, but you never know. It's been a great race from Kev, really. Just make sure he didn't DNF. Let's have a look at the positions gained then today. So, 9 positions for Kev, as we just mentioned. 8 for Jacob Hostad. 9 for Supermug, our race winner. He has got to be our driver of the day so far. As long as he finishes this race, he has got to be the driver of the day today. It was a good, what's that? If he was P2, it was about 14 positions for Imposter among, maybe even 15. What a drive he would have had if he hadn't have binned it. And then binned it into the pits.
Could have just pulled into the pits and got
Kev on his 7-stop strategy is in P8. 7 stops.
Well, that
just
takes
3
the
seconds.
most pit stops for the Azerbaijan.
Remember,
divisions so far.
We'll try and get some interviews in after the race as well from the podium sitters, if we can.
Are we?
We're meant to.
Sweet.
But yeah, like nobody's really that close on track, so I think we're going to go on race leader Supermug in the Williams team. What a drive he's had today. He looked good in qualifying. He looked like he had a chance at pole. He unfortunately crashed in qualifying, putting him down into P10 to start this race, but he didn't let that affect him. He decided to go up into he kept racing, and he's now in P1 by about 10 seconds in this race. That is what you call dedication, because he did not look like he was near the win for a while, but he manages to come through, and he's got a chance here. Well, he's got more than a chance. He looks set to win this race.
Oh! He had a horrible slide out of turn 15. That was very scary.
That was dodgy.
These high-speed corners at the end of the circuit are notorious for a high-speed spin.
This man has had such a great... Oh, yellow flags! It's Kev! I think, no, it's not. No, it's not! It's Man City!
He span it.
In Castle. That's a horrible place. I don't know what the rules are on reception. I don't know what the resetting to track rules are, but I think I'd allow it through there, because look how much he's had to hit his wing. Which is just unfortunate today for Man City. But Man City, he's not even going to be able to get the fastest lap today. But that has helped out Kev and even Adrian, but especially Kev, who on his 7-stop strategy is fittingly set to get P7 today. Even though he's...
And that would be 10 positions gained.
Kev has got wing damage.
Oh no.
No,
I think he's gonna pit.
No, Kev, why would you pit?
Yeah, he's gonna pit.
Why would you pit, Kev? Well. One last lap. Oh, that is so unfortunate for Kev.
Fastest lap, but he can't get fastest lap.
But he must be going for the 8 stops for 8th place.
Well, he's gone for 8. He's gonna get 8. But he's not going to get...
Well done to Man City, just about avoid the wall. But Supermug, What a drive today. Oh wait, no.
5-second time penalty.
Kev could get fastest lap because he's just going on to lap 25 now. It's Supermug on lap 25. Remember?
Was it? Oh.
Yeah. So Kev could still get fastest lap today.
Makes sense.
So could Man City. This is interesting. Now, one of these two could go and nick fastest lap. I don't know who our current holder is for fastest lap though. I don't know how to check either, I'll be honest.
What are you asking?
Fastest lap.
Fastest lap? I will get that for you. I have no clue.
Oh, I believe it's I Davies, though. I believe it's I Davies.
I Davies, we'll have a look in the cookery book.
And we'll go on board with Super Mug.
He does not have fastest lap.
We'll go on board... Imposter, maybe, yeah.
No.
We'll go on board with I Davies for this last lap because the man has dominated since... from about halfway through his medium stint, and he has not looked back in that Williams car. He is now 11 seconds ahead of Cool Guy, who has had such an unlucky race. I don't know what happened with his wing, and I'm guessing underbody and side pod damage also happened. As this is just a very calm, collected, slow lap from Supermug. Make sure he brings the car home. Make sure he brings the car home P1 more
I don't know.
specifically. It's alright. Let's see if Kev or Man City could get... That's alright. Let's see if Kev or Man City can get it then on their last lap. But oh, Supermug with a horrible exit.
Lap, it's Supermug with a 140.789.
Very strong. He could get maximum points today if Kev or Man City don't take that, and that will be a great race from him in the Williams car.
Starts his lap.
I'm watching
and
Supermug.
Nearly bins it in turn 2. Has to brake really heavy.
As look at this man, he is absolutely exploding onto the scene today. Out of qualifying, came P10 after starting off promising. Man City's going for it, but it was looking promising until he went out, and he looked maybe like his win hopes were gone, but he kept pushing on. He kept going for it. It'll be Supermug to cross the line in P1. And well Cool Guy.
Supermug. Excellent race.
It's a dominant race, really. Unfortunate race for Cool Guy, who looks so good, but he'll take P2, which is not a bad result, really. Then Plimball will take the P3 due to Imposter's late retirement. Then 4 seconds behind that, it's going to be I Davies with a great race for Mercedes. And then in 5th to take the championship lead, ODD Jacob Host. 10ths ahead of championship rival Owen. And then will either Kev or Man City take the fastest... Oh, Adrian's still yet to finish. I don't know how I missed that. Adrian will finish in a very nice P7 for him. Points for Red Bull. And now, can Kev or Man City take this fastest lap? That's the question we've got here. Can they get the extra point for them and for their teams? Kev will be first across the line on them softs. Does he take fastest lap?
No, he doesn't.
No.
142.8.
And Man City is 1.7 up on his best time. He has a chance here in the Alfa Romeo to get himself an extra point. But he's used all his ERS. He doesn't have any ERS down the straight.
Nope, he's not.
Nope, he's not going to take it. Oh, did he? I think he... Oh no, unserved penalty, I think it was, maybe. And that is a great drive for Supermug to take all 26... Driver of the day. So close to a grand... Well, not really that close to a Grand Slam. He needs to get pole and lead every lap. But he had a good shot there, and look at that. The Williams driver takes the win in Azerbaijan. What a drive. Let's see if any of them want to do an interview.
Right, I'm going to go now because
we've got interviews in Mug.
Biology. No, I've got biology homework.
Alright.
So I didn't do interviews with my Div 4 ledge.
4-stop strategy to win the race from Supermug. Very interesting. Kev with 8 stops. But he did finish 8th, so you can't...
Alright, and goodbye.
Goodbye. Right, I'm going to bring in... Well, I'm going to bring Cool Guy. P-A... That's not wrong, that's not good. There we go, I'd Cool Guy him. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello. So, a very unfortunate race at a point with you. You took pole position by, I believe, about a 10th and a half, and you looked set to dominate the race, and then I think you got, I'm guessing, wing and underbody damage as well in a collision.
Yeah, so, well, the first time I had to pit was, of course, for wing damage.
Yes.
And the second time, so, it's funny because the game showed I had no damage, so I wasn't thinking that it was gonna be a wing change, but the game decided to put a wing change, and yeah.
Because I was looking at your car because your pace dropped off massively, and you could see, like, there was a chip of the wing that was off the car, which must have affected you horribly. And then, did you lose pace on this last stint because of underbody damage, or did you...
last stint, I just gave up.
Fair enough. But your pole position lap was very much far ahead of everyone else, and your pace was very strong throughout the race until, unfortunately, you got wing damage, of course, which is very unlucky. I think you led about the first half of the race until I think you must have damaged your car on one of your safety car restarts where I think you tapped the wall.
Yeah, I did, on the last safety car restart that I did. Tapped the wall before the last straight, so that must have been why I got damage.
Yeah, that must have... I think that was it. But all in all, not a bad result to still come home with P2 by some margin to P3. It's good points, I think, on your first race in Division 3 this season, I think. So it's a good start. It's some good points to start off, and you'll see if you can build from there.
Yeah, I mean, to win, and when you find out that there's 2 VSCs and 3 safety cars, you're very annoyed because that just ruins all your pole position.
It wasn't nice. I mean, a lot of it was just people not being able to get around the track. A lot of them just hit their wing against the wall, and it brought out a safety car, and it was a mess. I mean, I think I can think of one proper crash that brought out a safety car, and that was between, is it Jackasser, something like that, and Imposter Among, where he just sent one for no reason, and it...
Jankasa, I guess.
Yeah,
I didn't see what happened. I'm gonna watch the stream just after. But, That was unfortunate because I know Giant Kesa. He's a very fast driver. But...
Yeah, he was very quick. I think he was just desperate to get the move a bit.
Yeah. That's
it just turned into he went a bit too deep. He hit his wing and then he hit his wheel off and it brought out a safety car. It was just a mess, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
But all in all, you did quite well. And you avoided all the collisions. You were very clean in any sort of racing you did. So nothing but complimentary.
Thank you very much.
I think that's all I have to say about it personally.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank you very much for this
Thank you.
commentary.
Thank you.
And see you next time.
See you next time. And then we need to get Plimble. If he joins, we'll give him a few minutes. Hello. Hello. Very, very nice position for you, P3. A bit of luck with Imposter Among, but it was a driver error from him. Nothing you could do about it, and you just drove a very nice race on your own and came home P3. I mean, where will that put you in the championship now? Should be near the front, right? I think, unless it's your first race in Div 3, I can't remember. Yeah, I thought so. Let's have a look. If you were 10th into this race, so it should put you up into around 15, around 7th in the championship now, which it's not too bad. That, you know, I think you'll be about 50 points off the championship lead, which isn't that much either, because if there's 2 DNFs and you can win both them races, then that's fine. Yeah, a lot of work to do. I mean, definitely an outside in the championship, but you're not out of it yet, with quite a few races to go. Keep getting consistent podiums, then you have a very strong chance. What was your strategy today? Did you stop twice, I think? Yeah. There were quite a few safety cars for reasons that shouldn't have been a safety car a lot of the time for me. But they happen and you kind of have to live with it sometimes. What was our safety car setting on today? Let's have a look. It felt increased. Just standard. Just felt like it came out way too much. I think that's all I have to say about your race. I mean, it was very much probably a boring race for you, just sitting there, kind of P3. There's not, without trying to sound rude, there wasn't much to say about it. It's just very nice and consistent from your part. And you didn't hit your wing off, you just made sure you got the P3, which was what was needed. Alright, I'll hopefully see you next week or next time. See ya. Alright, thank you everybody for watching this race today. I'll see you another time.